But going into this game 4, big day for both teams as the Warriors are trying to avoid going down 3-1 in the series, and the Rockets are trying to take a stranglehold on the series. And as you can see on screen here, these were the results from the first 3 games. Rockets took game 1, 118 to 116. Warriors took game 2, 124 to 118. And then yesterday's result was Rockets 110, Warriors 100. Rockets coming into this one leading 2-1 and a chance to really start applying some pressure on the Warriors. So let's take you to the box score here. Big day, of course, for the Warriors because they really needed this win. And as you can see here, Miles Bridges, who struggled in game 3 pretty badly, he actually had a really good game today. He scored 23 points, which was huge. 23 points in 36 minutes. That's a very good ratio. Like I said in the last video, you want your fantasy points to be about at least half of your minutes played. That's really a quality game. Anything below that is like, average to below average. You can see here also that Donovan Mitchell came back with an okay game. He struggled in this series so far. He had 16 fantasy points in 36 minutes. Not too bad for Donovan Mitchell. Nikola Vucevic, not a huge game here, but he did score 16 points in 32 minutes. Also, Jalen Williams with a strong game, about 15 points in 30 minutes. You can see here that Luka Doncic actually played, and we talked about Luka, how important it was for him to play in this series for this team to have a chance, the Warriors. He actually played a lot of minutes today, 28 minutes, as you can see here, but he only scored about 14 points, which for Luka is not really that special of a game. Those were the main players for the Warriors. Let's move on to the Rockets. Rockets got big play from Russell Westbrook, as you can see right here. Russell Westbrook, hold on one sec, guys. Russell Westbrook scored 15 fantasy points in 26 minutes. Huge game for Russell Westbrook today. He's going to be a big factor in this series as the Rockets really need to match up to Luka Doncic and the rest of the Warriors backcourt, their point guard position, where they also have Amon Thompson, who's very good. Not, by the way, Amon Thompson today, he scored just 7 points in 20 minutes, so he didn't have that great of a game. So we move back down to the Rockets here. As you can see, Russell Westbrook, I talked about him. He scored 15 points in 26 minutes. Very solid game. Number 2 scorer for the Rockets was Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum scored 15 points in 34 minutes, maybe just 14 points, really. So not a huge day for him. And then Karl Anthony Towns. This was a big one. He struggled. He only scored 14 points in 33 minutes. He is their star center. They really need this guy to play better. Look, the bottom line was this. The Warriors pulled off the win. They won 112 to 103 over the Rockets, and they evened the series at 2 games apiece. So game 5 is going to be on Monday. I have to work all day tomorrow, so I won't be doing a game, but we will have a big anticipated game on Monday. And just real quickly, just want to read the article. You can go to the website, of course, and access the articles, access the box scores. I always email this stuff to you guys, and I really hope that you take some time and read the articles and kind of enjoy it. This is our fantasy basketball league, and it's kind of like real life to me. Really, it's a lot more fun than real life in a lot of ways because the referees don't have a chance to ruin the game. So, at any rate, the Warriors evened the series against the Rockets. The Warriors avoided falling into a 3-1 hole in Game 4 as they defeated the Rockets by 9 points, evening the series at 2 games apiece. The victory was crucial for the Warriors, who needed a strong performance to keep their championship hopes alive. And you've got to remember that the Warriors are the defending champions in this league. So, key performances, Miles Bridges, I talked about that. He led all Warriors scores. Power forward Miles Bridges bounced back from a dismal Game 3 where he scored just 6 fantasy points with a stellar performance in Game 4. He led the team with 23 fantasy points in 36 minutes of play, showcasing his ability to dominate the court when it matters most. Now, of course, that's AI fluff right there. Donovan Mitchell also with a big contribution today. Donovan Mitchell put up solid numbers, 16 fantasy points, 36 minutes. We talked about that. He's struggled in this series. He struggled in the first 3 games. He had one good game, 2 kind of bad games, a really bad game a couple of times, but he came back with a solid performance today. The Rockets struggled mainly with their superstars, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, and James Harden. Those guys all kind of struggled, and it cost the Rockets a chance to take a big lead in this series. The Rockets failed to get big games from superstars Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. They combined for just 28 fantasy points. Their lackluster performance significantly hurt their chances of taking a commanding lead in the series. James Harden also struggled with just 10 fantasy points in 38 minutes. That's a horrific game right there. The one bright spot for the Rockets today was the point guard play. They got big games from Russell Westbrook and TJ McConnell. Those two combined for nearly 30 fantasy points. And if it hadn't been for the struggles of their stars, they would have won this game. They got great guard play. That's not always a given with this team, especially Russell Westbrook. He's had his ups and downs. Today was one of his better games, and they were not able to take advantage of it, especially because Luka Doncic didn't really play all that great. Usually, Doncic is a dominant player, and he was pretty much a non factor in this game. So the series moves to game 5. That'll be on Monday. I'll be drawing the cards again tomorrow, Sunday. I will not be doing any games, but enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Game 4 is in the books, and we have a great series going on here. It's tied at 2 games apiece. The Warriors and the Rockets, and the winner moves on to take on the Fort Wayne Pistons, a very formidable opponent. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to the rest of this series. It's going to be a best of 3 from this point on. All right, talk to you guys later.